Well, when you earn a championship opportunity in the UFC strawweight division, you have really done something. Any of these women in the top 10 on any given Saturday night might be able to beat the champion. Her opportunity beckons here tonight.
Yeah, she's a great fighter. And she has prepared herself to go and become the champion. Easier said than done. We all know that. But when you talk to this woman, she believes it's only a matter of time before she has that belt wrapped around her waist. But I don't know if she even understands how much life changes when that happens.
She did say to us in the fighter meeting, though, I'm not blind to the fact that if I don't win tonight, I may never get another crack at the strawweight title. We'll see if she can maximize the moment. All right, here is Poland's best, Joanna Jedrzejczyk. She really is the total package, Daniel Cormier, as a fighter inside the octagon and as an intimidator outside of it. I mean, that stare down will cut a man like me right down.
Oh, it's unbelievable, John. I mean, just the mind games that Joanna can play on her opponents is unreal. Every time I think about how she tortured Carla Esparza leading into her first UFC championship fight. It seemed as though Esparza just wanted to be done with it by the time the whole thing was over. But you can only talk so much. Ultimately, you have to back it up, and Joanna Jedrzejczyk sure can back it up.
Joanna Jedrzejczyk, ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this strawweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions. We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Meatball McCann! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. Well, there are a lot of feel-good stories in modern-day mixed martial arts. Perhaps chief among them, the rise of Molly McCann, who not all that long ago had lost a couple fights in a row and wondered, shot fire right over the top. Her opponent in a world of trouble now.
Her opponent in a world of trouble. She landed that punch in the exact spot that she needed to. Oh, nice right in.
Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again? Oh, that's a big hook there. Jedrzejczyk's cut above the eye now from that strike, so we'll see how the fighter deals with that definite adversity now. Frantic pace early on to this one. Outstanding kick there by Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Just over 3 minutes to go now. And that one certainly found the target. Oh, nice jab up top by Jedrzejczyk. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Swing and a miss by Molly McCann. Man, did she snap her head back there? This could be the end.
She landed a massive uppercut that hurt her opponent very, very badly. Huge shots going on right here.
Oh, huge kick to the leg.
Big right hand. She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her to try to move her opponent to find openings to land uppercuts and shots right up the middle.
Oh my goodness, she hurt her again.
Oh, and there's another combination. She's turning this into a sparring session. Just high volume, and her opponent's got to make some adjustments.
Opponent has to make adjustments, but she has to interrupt those combos. When she gets going into her combinations, opponent needs to interrupt that. When she is this free-flowing, it is very difficult to deal with.
Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown D? Effective use of the jab there by Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Well, she keeps prioritizing that calf kick, and now her opponent's calf starting to show signs of bruising.
She just took them. She had to check them before they started to accumulate. She's starting to really struggle with that calf lift.
5 minutes in the books. All right, heading back to the corner now, and we will keep a close eye on things. Joanna Jedrzejczyk's bleeding from the forehead there a little bit. It doesn't appear to be too bad. The focus for the cut man, though, to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes. All right, let us get you some replays now from that previous round. She absorbed a whole lot of damage, and now she's dealing with a cut that candidly above the eye could be in a much better location for her.
It's in a bad place, J.A. The blood is leaking down her face. She looks a bit dejected. She looks concerned because she is getting pieced up by her opponent. And now, to top it off, there's a cut right over the top of her eye. She's in a lot of trouble, Anik.
Yeah, and we got the best cut men and women in the world, but I'm not sure there's anything that they're going to be able to do to completely stop the bleeding. Let's get to the next round. All right, so as this round gets underway, let's see if the high-level action continues. Both women had their moments in that previous round. Now we'll see if there's more aggression, and we'll see if one fighter can really take control. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Oh, goes upstairs and lands with the high kick. Nice stick and move there by Joanna Jedrzejczyk. She's worked hard to shore some things up defensively, and she is certainly in a good striking groove here tonight. Man, look at the bruising and the redness starting to appear on the left side of her body there. Not good.
Good jab there by the champion.
Clean with the right hook. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. All right, so some adversity for her here. Looks like she has been opened up around that eye.
Anything worth having will not be easy. But she's got to protect that cut because it will get worse if she continues to get hit on.
Well, she has certainly picked up the pace. Maybe the best shot she's thrown tonight. Her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot.
Oh! Well, we could be looking at an epic comeback here. She rocked her significantly, but wasn't able to finish the fight, and now her opponent maybe creeps back in.
Her opponent will now try to find a way to work her way back into this fight. It will be on her to once again land one of those brutal punches to try to knock her out this time.
90 seconds now to go in the round.
She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her to move the opponent, pull the head down, and try to wear on her gas tank.
Well, you've heard us say it a lot, but oftentimes with the leg kicks, it doesn't take a whole lot of them to inflict damage, and now her opponent's limping already.
Yeah, her opponent's limping. She's done a really good job of attacking that leg kick and setting it up to make sure that opponent never checked them. Now she's at a point where even if she checks a kick, it's still going to hurt her.
She did not miss there.
She's been looking for it, and she finally got it. And now she's going to see if she can close the night.
All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submissions, or they're going to lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position.
All right, so she does survive to see the next round, but as we show you some replays, DC, nobody's going to be kissing her on the cheek anytime soon.
No, it's a nasty cut on the cheek. She got hit with some big shots, and they really have taken an effect on her. Look at the cut on the cheek, and it was that shot right there that opened up the cut.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Nice job by her there to block that shot. Jedrzejczyk's nose is cut now, and she's starting to deal with some blood in that area.
Nice big overhead right.
She got that kick to the body home. And just misses with that big right hand. Straight right is there. Jedrzejczyk's left leg appeared to be damaged by that last kick, so they're all the way into it, and now this could be the beginning of the end for her opponent.
It seems like we are in the final act of a four-part play because this fight is about done.
Well, she hasn't gotten the finish yet, but it's not for a lack of effort. Several huge uppercuts have landed, and prevailing wisdom is she goes right back to it here, I would think.
She has to go.
Oh, she's got to keep pressing now. And she misses with the left punch there.
Big shot lands for both guys.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. All right, there it is. She lands the calf kick yet again, and I'm not sure her opponent's going to be able to stand up too much longer.
Won't be many more, John. It won't take much more in order to get this fight finished.
Oh!
There it is again. Look at that.
Hook is there again. The seminal blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hurt bad.
Oh, how good's that leg kick? Well, it is not the worst cut we've ever seen in the UFC. This could do it.
She's getting up. Yep.
Man, she's hurt her opponent several times in this round. We acknowledge the durability on the other side, but how about just getting aggressive and finishing this fight?
You know, she doesn't take many chances inside the octagon. Right now is a time where she shouldn't take chances. She should be going forward, putting a lot of activity out there, and trying to end her opponent's night.
Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all. Huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
Second. Oh, beautiful combination. What a round. All right, so a huge round for her there. Multiple knockdowns. Incredible to think that we're still fighting here after what we saw in that previous
I mean, it's unbelievable to think that this young lady has pulled herself off the mat over and over again. It's a will to succeed that not many people can comprehend. She's carrying her family on her back, and she wants nobody to be let down by her performance, so she keeps getting up. That type of fighter is a dangerous fighter.
All right, let's get you some highlights from that previous round. A lot for the replay guys to choose from, and defensively, she didn't make any adjustments.
She didn't make any adjustments. She's standing on a straight line. She's not moving the target. So when her opponent loads up and she throws her punches, she's exactly where she wants her to be, and it's showing in the damage that was done over the course of that round.
All right, so here we go, fourth. What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked down. Her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent's finish.
starting to swell shut. Good jab. Well, she ain't cocky, but she is confident, and why not? Big knockdown in the previous round. She appears to have the striking advantage.
She's doing everything right. That's what led her to getting that knockdown to finish the earlier round.
Let me see some combos. Give me some combos.
Great job getting to her position, right into that single power.
She is hurting for certain.
She lands a massive shot from the top. This fight's getting close to being finished. Oh, wow.
Oh, she got out. How good is that? Trying to stay heavy here as best she can. Molly McCann getting work here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. Able to block that one. Oh, huge connection fire there.
Massive shot lands. How's she gonna try to find the next shot that'll finish the fight?
Just over 2 minutes to go. What an absolute war on a napkin in the center of the octagon. These women continue to stand and trade, and really both of them have landed at will all night.
They both have landed. Neither has shown the best defense, but it makes for a real fun fight. They're battered, they're bruised, they're cut, they're beat up. But we are looking at one of the best fights we have seen in a long time.
Great vision, great defensive instincts by her there as she continues to block the majority of these shots coming her way.
Her hands are always where they're supposed to be.
Under a minute now to go. You know, Jedrzejczyk's able to protect the eye there with that block, so that is a nice adjustment. Well, she gets back up here, but... Oh, there it is!
Holy smokes!
What a turn of events here inside this arena. An absolutely crazy flush knockout, and there's going to be no wiping that smile off her face tonight.
She's going to be smiling all the way to the bank after a knockout like that. What a performance. What a knockout. Unbelievable.
Bruce Buffer now has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 20 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Meatball Molly McCann!
Well, there's nothing quite like that moment for a UFC athlete when you first don that UFC gold. That is her